Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to properly use a microscope and how to prepare a slide and view it correctly under the microscope. So when handling the scopes, when you get it out, you always have to use both hands when you're transferring it. So one hand here and one hand here. So you take it wherever you're supposed to go, and notice that the wire, the plug, is wound up as it should be. Okay, so unwind it and plug it into the outlet. And the first thing that you should check is that the stage is all the way down. So going like this, I see that the person that put up this microscope put it up properly because the stage is all the way down. Also, it's focused on the lowest lens, and that's how it should be. You should always return it on the lowest lens with the stage all the way down. Okay, so let's see here. So, before using a scope, you always want to make sure that your lenses are clean. So, here is lens cleaning paper, and what you want to do is go through and make sure all your lenses are nice and clean for you so you don't have a blurry image. Okay, and then put it back on the lowest power. Okay. So today I'm going to make a slide of my cheek cells so I can see my cells under the microscope. So that involves a few things. Here is my slide, and what I'm going to do first is add a drop of water to serve as the base. So I add a drop of water to my slide, right in the middle, just one tiny little drop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this clean toothpick that I just got out, and I'm going to scrape the inside of my cheek going parallel to my cheek because I don't want to stab my cheek and get any blood. Make sure to get some cells. Okay, now I'm going to take that side of the toothpick and rub it into that drop of water to make sure that a good amount of cells came off. Hopefully they did. Okay, now here's an important part. You do not give this to another partner to reuse. Even if that partner is your best friend, it's actually considered a biohazard to do something like that because my cells, my DNA are on this toothpick. Well, I could have a disease, I could have a lot of bacteria in my mouth, you have no idea, and so anything like this that contains cells or DNA or anything like that can never be reused. So immediately you should throw it into the trash can. Plus, if there's any blood on it or anything like that, that can be really bad. So make sure you never cross-contaminate anything like that that's a biohazard. Okay, so I have my cheek cells on there. This is called methylene blue, and this is the stain that I'm going to use on my cells. The reason why you do this step is because you wouldn't be able to see the cells under the microscope. You have to stain them in order to see them, and this stains the nucleus so you can actually see them. They'll show up purple under the slide. So add a drop, and that's way too much, but add a drop of methylene blue. And then, sometimes students forget this, of course you gotta add a cover slip. Do you not want to put a slide under the scope that's a wet mount without a cover slip. So you place your cover slip on and try to avoid any air bubbles. Before you put it on the scope, let it dry to make sure that none of it is bleeding out so you don't get it on the lenses. That's pretty bad. Okay, so place it on the stage. Turn the light on. And now what you're going to do is focus it. Focusing is actually really easy if you follow this procedure. You make sure the stage is all the way down. Then while you're looking through it, you use the big knob, the coarse focus, and bring it up slowly. Until just when the image becomes into focus. And you want to go past the point of it being focused so you know the perfect point and then go back to that point. So there I am at the perfect point of focus. Once I have it there, I can tweak it with the fine focus knob, the little ones, to get it even better. Or if I want to switch to a higher magnification, I do that now. You never focus your slide on a higher specimen. It always has to be on the lower specimen. What am I saying? Lower magnification. Bring it up, and then you can switch it to a higher power. Okay, so once you have it on a higher power, all you have to do is use the fine focus knob. You never have to use the coarse one again. And then the view will be much bigger, and I can actually see my cells now. Okay, so I've focused my slide. I can see my cheek cells. Everything's good. So now I turn off my scope. Whenever you're not looking through the scope, you should always have it turned off to save the light bulb. Bring the stage all the way down. Take the slide off. And then you're going to properly dispose of your slide. So you're going to need to rinse it all out, get all the methylene blue and cheek cells off the slide, clean it dry, and then you're going to put up your microscope. So make sure stage is all the way down, put it back on the lowest power, wrap your cord around, and then bring it back to its proper location. Okay, so hope that helped. Thank you.